Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Smart Poker YouTube channel and another episode of Sundazed and Confused. This is number, I can't even see it, 79. So, damn, we're at 79.
Number 79.
Wow. And as always, I'm here with Crispy Wannabe. I want to remind everybody that there's a poll up there. We're trying to get some feedback on our channel. We'd appreciate it if everybody would take a second and answer the poll for us. And Crispy, you can.
It is Sunday.
Yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble. It's the Smart and Crispy show.
Uh-oh. It's froze on me.
My wrist, my ears, my neck.
I don't know what to do here. Everything's froze. I don't know if they can hear me. I got to get the link up there. Here we go. All right.
So, hello, everybody in chat. Like to say hello to Artman, Seed Person, Zorro PB, Scrubs. How's it going? The American one, good to see you. It's nice to see everybody in chat.
There's the link. I'm not going to be able to pin it because I have that poll, which is kind of important to me. So I'll just keep posting the link here in a little bit. Elwin's new to the show. I just talking to them on Cocoa for Cannabis. Welcome, Elwin.
Elwin, nice to see you. Small Tubes, how's it going? Justin Bean, good morning.
Everything's in the dark.
Yeah, we're in the dark.
Everything's in the dark, man. Show.
We ain't got nothing to show.
So we got some grass on the screen. Looks like it just got a nice fold. About to fire up this Titan ass blunt that I rolled.
Yeah, the grass that you're seeing on the screen, we were having a little bit of some issues with some brown spots on that grass. So we threw some foliar on it and that greened right back up.
Real nice.
Artman, how are you doing? Beautiful. Beautiful. Is that the
Hi there.
quote?
Good morning.
Morning, good morning.
Let me shut this.
Welcome, Elwin.
Yeah. Elwin came over from Cocoa for Cannabis, and I want to let them, as well as everybody else, know that the link will be posted in the chat here. If you'd like to join, feel free to. And you can show your garden, ask questions, give advice, take advice, or just hang out.
Just hang out, smoke, maybe. Just don't want to smoke alone, and you just want to come on and smoke with us. That's cool. But I wanted to tell everybody, I put the link in chat. Head on over to Cocoa for Cannabis and sign up for the Grow Love giveaway.
Yeah, right on.
Win yourself a light.
Hey, Art, man, you're looking a little light in the flower room there. Feels
What's
rich.
that? Oh, looking a little, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Totally back.
Well, I have no heat or humidity problems. How's that?
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice. It's and then we're going to be starting to have some. I know we're like midsummer, but the temperatures and the humidity won't be an issue here in the near future because fall will be here before you know it.
Right on. That's just
And there's cool weather, and it's just so nice. It's nice not to worry about that, huh, Artman? And just to be in that room is probably way more comfortable than it was. Just so
You get big plants and humidity. Oh my God, it can be a real bear.
Oh yeah.
I'm suffering that same thing right now, man. With the autoflower tent finishing up and the 1 gallon tent starting to come into its own. We're like peak transpiration time here. I'm dumping that bucket. I feel every 4 hours or something. It seems like we pretty much dump it. If not, you're struggling,
yeah, it's like a real good estimate. And this is like legit. I would say that we're going through at least 6 to 8 gallons of water coming out of the dehuey and the air conditioner just coming out of the atmosphere. That's how
every
much
day.
Every day.
Oh, yeah.
Every day we're dumping those buckets.
I would say it's at
And
least 8
it's
pounds.
filling a 5 gallon. I don't think it's filling it twice, but
If you add both of them,
yeah,
together,
that's what I mean. Like if we're adding them together, we're going through an easy 6 to 8 gallons.
I
And
have
that's
to think
crazy.
it's more, but I even that's a lot. I feel like
That's a lot. That's a lot.
We try to get them when there's only four inches in the bucket, so you're not struggling to drag it down the hallway and dump it. this is where the drain comes in, man. I need a fucking drain. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah, and we do, we get that, we're gonna be, we procrastinate is what happens, and then life gets busy. So, but we are definitely, our next grow, the one we're gonna be doing this, when the temperatures all change, and we're gonna be growing some really awesome stuff. We're gonna be growing that nerd. We're gonna be growing Stacy. I'm super excited about that.
Right on.
I'm trying to talk Smart into doing an Amy Aces, a Violet Beauregard, and a Stacy all in one tent.
You don't have to talk very long because I'm down.
That's cool. That's a great idea, Crispy.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a chow tent.
About, starting all these plants in one tent, and then when we flip, just take half of the plants to the other tent. I'm like, that is a great idea. I definitely want to try that.
Yeah.
The
man.
All-American tent. Oh yeah.
The All-American tent. Right on. I think it'd be pretty catchy. There's I heard this story this week, man, and it made me think about our show and some of the shit that's been going on around the YouTube, which it is what it is. But there's the story went like this, man. And this is, I don't know why this dawned on me, but there's a lady's in the kitchen, she's making dinner, right? She's got the old bottle of ketchup that's glass, and she's really trying to get it out. She's just, slapping the bottom of this bottle, and the phone rings, and she tells her young son, hey, grab the phone, So he answers the phone, and it's their church minister. And the minister asks for the mother, and the son says to him, my mom can't come to the phone right now. She's hitting the bottle pretty hard, and because she's trying to get the ketchup out, but that we know the connotations that come with a saying like that. And I guess the moral of the story is that, we can kind of learn from children. They have an honesty inside them that comes from pure love, and there's a way to teach people to grow. There's a way to teach people to do certain things in their grow and do so with love and not be a fucking asshole and tear people apart or whatever, and I'm glad that our channel is free of that. Everybody who comes here is pretty damn cool. And I like the fact that we all try to help and teach each other without being assholes, and there's a way to do that. Like I always say, there's a way to make money in this business without being a scumbag. Cal's a perfect example of it. Smiley's Gardens there is a perfect example of it. And there's a bunch of other ones too. But, we can definitely
a good, just
Yep.
good gromies, putting out good products.
Right on.
And no drama. Like, I don't understand all the drama that goes on. I try to stay away from it, but Smart's right. We need to not be tearing each other down.
You can teach people without telling them, hey, you're a fucking
there's a
idiot.
nice way. Yeah, there's a nice way to go about things. The world needs more love.
It does.
There's a lot of negativity.
Well said. Well said.
There is too much. There's so much violence and just atrocities in the world that, if we just need to be nice to each other without those good vibes. And, why not? We're all so happy. We're growing these awesome plants.
Yeah.
We're not in competition with one another. We're just,
No,
Hey, this is my happy place. This is the place I look forward to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Good
my
people,
my
good
friend,
company.
my friend races a drag bike. It's like 8-second and a quarter-mile drag bike. And I sometimes will go down to the racetrack. I used to do it a lot, and I'd hang out with him there at the racetrack. And these guys were all lined up. They have their carts and their all this stuff, and they're all lined up racing against one another. And they talk shit all day, and it's all in good fun, kind of like we do a little bit, But when it comes down to it, they get on the line and they're trying to win. But the minute that they're at the end of the finish line, they come back up and they're telling each other how great they did, giving them pointers. And I noticed the one guy, my friend that was racing, was doing so on a slim budget. And another guy that always parks his trailer right beside him had a lot of money. And so he went out after they raced each other. He went out the following week and come back and bought my buddy like this $800 shift thing. It was like an air shifter, so I don't know. But he kept telling him, when I can afford that shifter, I'll be able to beat you. So the dude went out and bought it for him. And that's the kind of shit that I thought, I remember seeing that and I was thinking, you know what? that's your competition trying to help you out and make you better, you know, but it kind of shows they're really not competitors. They're there trying to do the best that they can. They're challenging themselves to get down that track as fast as they can. If they happen to beat you, then so what, you know? But I kind of like the way that resonated with me is that, you know, if somebody's got a lesser light, we try to give them one. Everybody here, the people in chat,
Awesome.
you know, people on our show, they try to give them a better light and create a better grower, just like they did at the racetrack, trying to create a better racer. And I think that there should be a little more of that proliferated around. Sometimes it's tough. And that's why I have the poll question up, man. Our channel's been stagnant lately. We're not getting many new followers. I feel like we see a lot of the same gardens. And I wonder if am I doing something wrong? People tell us that they often love our show and love coming here twice a week and things, but isn't it about the new grower? Isn't it like an NA room? The newest grower is the most important person in the room. That's the next generation. Those are the people. Yeah.
Work it.
Yeah, man. You know, you got to keep the new generation, you know, and the new generation will teach us a lot as older growers or more seasoned growers, you know. One of those things, one of those things is definitely that. They'll get you thinking about the basics. They'll ask you these really, really mundane questions about pH and a few different things, and it gets you back to basics. And they also bring, but sometimes we lose that excitement in growing. You know, they're so excited, like I'm seeing the first pistils, you know, and just the excitement they get with a harvest. And so I think that's a fresh joy that needs to be kept in the community. And so that's my draw. I don't want people to think I'm out to try and make money off my YouTube or to get a bunch of followers so I'm real popular or whatever. That's not really the case. I guess it is popularity, but for the right reasons, you know. And we don't try to sell anything on here or anything.
To spread the knowledge and the fellowship of this wonderful plant too.
So try and tell your friends, man. Try to get the new growers in here and give them a place where they can come and show their plants, ask questions, get critiqued, but do so in a decent way where they leave feeling like they might have gained something instead of gotten tore the fuck up, you know? Nobody likes that feeling. And we've all been there.
No one likes a bully either, for real.
But anyhow, that's my little.
But, you know, that's like the you know, the one of the very first communities that we, you know, got into was Cocoa for Cannabis, and that was that type of atmosphere over there. The collaboration, the I'm going to help you be better at what you're doing because I just want to see you growing, and let's grow together. You don't have to grow alone. Grow your own, but don't grow alone.
That's right.
Using the science and the practice, it's just
good stuff.
And meeting all of these awesome people, and that just like springboarded onto other shows and meeting all these other cool people too. And yeah, this community is awesome.
Right on.
Just, you know, so
What else is
I
it?
understand, you know, that some people get bored in life and want to see drama, but you always keep in mind that, you know, you never know what someone's going through when you're going to be mean to them. Maybe they handle that one last thing, and you are just that needle. You don't want to be that edge. You don't want those bad feelings bestowed on someone else. So if you can lift someone up, I say do it. You'll just feel better.
That's it.
Feel better about yourself.
That's our message for today, huh? That hopefully people can. I see people weighing in here. You know, there's two.
Come on, people.
We
Now.
got two big congratulatory.
Oh yeah,
together.
yeah. Are we allowed to make?
We're allowed
Because
to
there are winners for the biggest autoflower, which is freaking awesome. It's huge, people. You're gonna have to go over to Cocoa for Cannabis and check it out. Also, the smallest auto, really awesome training. Like amazed at what was done with this auto plant, and it is gorgeous.
Yeah. So cheers to Puffy D. Puffy grows on here.
Yeah, Puffy, our good buddy Puffy.
He crushed it twice last week.
Yeah.
He won a big light on Doc Coco's premiere, and then he won another light by growing the biggest autoflower. And
did he get the biggest? I didn't hear
Yeah.
that. Congratulations, Puffy. All right, man.
the biggest
Yeah.
Woohoo.
it was
Excellent.
there was a lot of good
It-
submissions in there, and we had to really figure out a lot of things to see what it was just a lot of angles, man.
But
Oh,
yeah,
it was big
that-
too. He did great.
And then HPD.
yeah, HPG with the smallest auto, you gotta go check out the training. He did this like kind of curve, like a
Holy
keep it
shit! Look,
small.
there's Puffy right there. You speak, and there he shows up.
Yeah. Puppy's such a great bromie
He
in the
was
community, always sharing information and his knowledge to help other people grow. And
Yeah, like-
HPD too, and that just good. It's awesome to see good people in the community winning these lights. It's freaking awesome.
oh, there's
Brian, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
good.
Hey,
Good.
Brian, what's up, buddy?
Listen, I don't, have we ever met before, Brian? I'm not sure.
No, I've been watching the show, Bright Guy's Garden.
Oh shit! What's
Yeah.
going on? How you doing? You definitely met us, just not in person.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Figure
buddy.
out. You guys said when I see some new gardens, so I figured I'd finally come on and show mine.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome. That is awesome.
I can figure out how
Fantastic.
to work the camera. I got it.
Yeah, take your time. While
Yeah,
you're
take
doing
your
that,
time.
we'll see how this
People like learned on the show. We learned on the
There you
show
go.
how to work our cameras and stuff. So
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Now, is this Brian 420 or Brian, just Brian?
it's
No, this
Bright
is-
Guy's Garden.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I do
Welcome.
a little YouTube video once a week or so. So I'm a newer grower from a couple years ago, since probably 3 years ago. But my second year outside here. This is a fabric bed. I've got a 3x3, and then this is an auto flower, Lion Claw Auto,
All right.
and this thing's almost done.
That's like a big sip pot or something, but it's just a bag, huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It-
nice.
It's got the inner liner.
Yeah.
That plastic inner liner is supposed to help the microbes. So,
Our buddy Cheddar Bob grows in one of those.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got it for indoor, but I ended up not having a tent big enough. So I was like, all right, New York came legal this year for outdoor. So I was like, all right, I've met a bunch of my neighbors since I started growing. They all love coming over, checking the plants out. So
Hey,
it's
Brian.
been a lot of fun.
Hey, 1 second, man. I apologize. Yeah, give me 1 second. I see somebody in the chat there. His name's
Yeah.
Rainbow Joe. A good friend of mine. I just recently met the guy like 6 months ago, and we've become pretty good friends. I just want to tell him hello. This is his first time coming to our show. I wanted to tell him welcome. And I also wanted to encourage people to go check him out. I think he's an underutilized
It's a gem we just
he's
found.
he's underutilized source of knowledge in the community. The guy makes his own liquid nutrients from elemental things. He has a massive garden that's a community garden. It's like other people are involved, and it's just he's had all kinds of great insight, and really he has a lot of history of growing major shit, So I just wanted to say hi and I think he has like
I didn't interrupt.
he needs to get some more followers. We need to get Homegrown Joe's Instagram up there if somebody can help us out. And but other than that, man, I apologize to interrupt Ryan, but he's from the UK. I think he's having somewhere other than around here, and it's hard for the timing, So when I finally got to catch him, I wanted to say hello. But anyhow, this is freaking fantastic.
Yeah, those are doing great outside.
You got a whole bunch out there.
I
Now,
like that.
I missed what
Looking
was
good.
I missed what was in there with the auto, outside the auto. I'm sorry.
The other plant here.
Yeah.
Let's see. This one is I got for a seed a couple years ago from Brandon or on Daga. It's a TK by TK NL5 Haze by Lime One. And this I've been running a clone of for. I like the high of it from it.
Right. Yep.
Out of everything else that I've gone through. So that's the one plant that I've kept around. Back there is the cherry lime. Let's see, it's called the white times gelato times cherry lime. And that's freeborn selection.
Okay.
That's awesome. Hey, could you turn your phone sideways?
Oh, yep.
We might get a bigger picture.
There
Oh,
you
there
go.
you go.
It's filling the whole screen now.
Nice.
There.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that you was able to keep. You like that strain? You're able to keep it. Look at this one. Looks quite a lot older, huh?
Yeah,
Huh.
this one I started back in May or April or May indoor. This is Mother of Berries, TH seeds. And it's just starting to flower,
Oh wow.
probably about a week ago.
You got a lot of sites there, man. I hope you got some help trimming.
Yeah, like it's. I guess it's it got monster crops. So it's got all the. It went from veg to flower, then back to veg,
Oh.
and now back to flower again.
Oh wow.
Because I put it outside too early.
Yeah. And it was
Or
the
June.
days weren't long enough.
Yeah. So I was too excited to get started outside. So, and then this plant just took off. It was only in the first 2 weeks out here in this bigger pot. It just got huge.
Right on. Yeah, you might have to sue her for some support,
So-
man.
Right
Yeah,
back.
I'm looking to build. I got this here.
It's long past that thing, huh?
I just threw that on the other day. So
Now you said that you just started growing outside, what, last year?
yeah, last year I had one plant, but it wasn't legal. This year it's legal.
So you're like really excited about this. I bet it's cool to see the differences, like from growing indoors then to getting outside to really.
And being outside legally. Not
Yeah,
having to have,
like-
Oh, it looks great. I would love to have that.
Here's what I like this thing. This
Fantastic.
one I do more of next year is the city pickers. And that you just gotta keep water topped off in the bottom. You gotta let it dry out first, I heard, is the main thing that can screw it up.
yeah.
So I just wait for that to empty and then I just refill it. It's pretty easy.
Are you having any pest pressures or anything on any of your? They look really nice. Like you're doing.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
doing, you're doing everything
Dude,
right. I don't see any beetle marks or nothing like that's all over my garden.
This one's kind of droopy. It's got a bottom reservoir.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can. So I've been bottom feeding.
Ah.
I don't know, but I'm not too sure about what's going. It just seemed a little droopy, the leaves. I don't really know though.
Yeah, maybe it's just who knows. Sometimes
I got
there's
veggies
always
up front too.
oh, check that out. You
I
got
love to see the veggies too.
Yeah.
To me, they're just as
you
beautiful.
got some corn. You got all kind of shit out there, huh?
Yeah, the corn I put in the wrong size pot. I thought it was a different seed.
Oh, that's all right. I guess yeah, that's cool though, man. That's you got different kind of growing styles all over. You got the city pickers, you got the big now that's soil. Did you make your soil? Is it something you're buying?
Let's see. I started doing indoor, a whole bunch of different indoor, and with the used soil I kept putting outside, and I was doing veggies, just vegetables, about 100 pots. And I take that soil at the end of the season, put it back in a pile. And I just been working that pile, and now I've been making bokashi buckets. And I'll take my vegetable scraps, put it in a bokashi bucket, and then bury it. And then I just add it to the pile. I can take you back. back
hell
here.
yeah, we want to see it all. That's
It's truly
awesome.
back here today.
That's a nice space for that.
So it's just right here. It was getting high, and
Just like me.
and then this just came out of nowhere. This is a pumpkin, I think.
Yeah, it looks like a
Oh,
pumpkin, man.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Then I got horseradish. That's been growing
Ooh,
for a few
okay.
years.
That's something.
nice.
You're the first person I think on our show to show horseradish, man. It's something.
Well, here's some bamboo. I got bamboo from my buddy's house, and I just
That's
brought it over.
cool.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
think that's what bamboo looked like, man. I'm
Yeah, that's
surprised.
cool because I didn't know what it looked like either. Oh, okay.
Doesn't it grow like an inch a day or something?
it's supposed to be the world's fastest growing, but there's so many different kinds, and it might not even be bamboo. It just bamboo. It's similar to it.
Right,
Okay.
right
You know,
on.
it's just has a hollow stem, so it might not be bamboo, but
It's
it
a grass, man, I think.
definitely grows like it though.
Right on. That's cool. Well, you'll have to watch and see how it ends up, and then you'll
Yeah.
know a little more, That's
Well,
always
his house, it's all he's got big shoots of it, and it definitely like bamboo.
right on.
But there's not normally all these flies. I just had a couple of buckets that went bad, and they went anaerobic, so I buried them. I tried the bokashi, and something went wrong. So
It happens, man. That's part of trial and error, right?
So yeah, there's not much else to look at back here.
You'll have some. You got some good. That soil right there. You'll be able to. Oh shit! I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. Hold on.
I heard that one.
Beautiful, beautiful garden.
Thank you. Thanks.
It is very nice.
On
Yeah.
a Friday.
Yeah.
I think that's about
Thanks
it.
for coming on.
Oh, I can show you this over here. This is here's the city picker. This is the other autoflower. And this is almost done too.
Those city pickers seem to treat everybody pretty good, man.
I hear a lot of good things about the city picker.
Every time I see one, everybody they pretty much all do pretty well,
Yeah. Yeah. I just top dress stuff and it seems pretty easy for me. Because sometimes I might be at work, I might not be here. And then my first couple grows, I did use the Maxa Bloom, the General Hydroponics on the indoor, and it was just a lot too much work for me.
right
And
on.
I was a little nervous switching over to just doing top dress, and it seems like almost the same thing, but I only feed once a month, or I break it up between weekly, so it gives me something to do. So it makes me feel like I'm doing more with the plants. Instead of making one big dose once a month, I'll just do 4 smaller doses over each week.
Hey Brian, I like to think I'm a realist, and in my mind, one of the first things that's been ringing back and forth is, are you afraid of the jack boys? You got a lot of smoke sitting out there. There's gonna be a lot of smell, and it looked like you live in a pretty tight neighborhood. So what's the plan there, man?
I did have one plant stolen when I first started.
Yeah.
But I have
Always one of my concerns, man.
I do have a camera set up, and it goes to a cloud. So, and I can view that whenever I'm away on my cell phone. I just pull it up, and
That's
I can
good.
too. I can say, "Get out of my yard."
Right, yeah, because you can go right on and it speaks through the camera
Yeah.
system.
Got the
Yep.
same one,
Yeah.
man.
It's nice, for protection, of
Yeah, I
course.
would like to upgrade, for
I
sure.
usually do yell at my cat when she's out on the porch and she don't know where the hell it's coming from.
Well, I kind of want to just try to anybody that in the neighborhood they're like, oh, can I buy a plant? I was like, yeah, I can just cut a branch off and put in some soil. You don't have to pay me. You just
Here,
gotta
let
buy
me
your
send
own
you home
soil.
with a cutting, man,
You just gotta buy your own soil, So
Can't
Yeah.
beat that. That's
if
awesome.
I give it away to people that are gonna steal, at least will realize that they don't have to steal it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
So
You know
if I,
what, like,
my goal is to get everyone growing on the block.
that's right. That's right. And you're all legal too, so you know
Yeah.
anybody can do it.
Well,
I'm
it's
a-
medical only right now. Only medical card holders can grow
Okay.
at the moment.
Hey, but at least you can grow, you know.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, I'm having a ball.
Speaking of
Awesome.
growing, look at these badass plants. What's up, scrubs and shrubs?
Let's go it.
Hey, Scrubs, what's up?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Cutting out a little bit, buddy.
You sound like a mechanical robot.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you did.
Do I still sound like it?
No,
No, you're good.
All right. There's your Santa Marna Gold.
Oh my, she getting
Oh.
big.
Oh yeah, she shot.
Awesome.
Woo. Vigorous. So you got 2 females and 1 male out of that?
No, I got one of each. I had to kill a male. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'll show you. The male's in captivity. I got my little.
That's good.
My little.
them are the seeds you got, right, Art Man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
that's
them
one
from
dark man.
I got them from Twisted One over at Percy's grow room.
Right. Oh,
So
look at that one.
some credit to him. Nice.
I put a bunch of paper down and then I just reach in.
Give it the old shimmy shake.
You can see it's all down on the paper.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of it. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of that pollen too. Smart.
I like that. Everybody, that's good. Everybody's they do that.
Oh yeah, swap back and forth. Hell yeah.
We had a friend,
We'll go outside.
Coach Love, and that's what they were doing. He had a book, man, of everybody that was sending stuff, and he was sending other people stuff, and they were all getting some cool ass shit. Everybody, look at this. Oh man. Wait till my wife comes back up, man. She's down getting us coffees.
Oh yeah, put that on pause. Oh my God, look at that.
I have to give you butterfly. If I had
Buddy,
that
Jackson.
outside, I'd have butterflies.
Amy's I got to get another cage.
Look at that. Sun grown.
Yeah, man. I
Hey,
had to. What's that?
no, go ahead. Go ahead. I hear you. I was talking to someone.
I had to cut the top out of this one. It's something from there up. It just started turning yellow. This is one like Brian had. I put it out too early, or I don't know what happened, but it started flowering, and you can see where it's re-vegged.
Yeah. What the
Yeah,
hell?
that's sick too.
Whatever happened from there up, it was about a 2 foot. Actually, it's laying over here.
How did it start to flower, man? I don't get it.
That's all.
I have no idea.
That's so
You
crazy.
didn't put them out late or nothing. Or I mean, you didn't put them out early. We were just talking about that with the Bry guy there. He put some out too early, and
Yeah,
they.
I don't know if maybe
started-
because it was like a clone mother, and I put it out, and it'd been indoors for so long, or
Man, that's really got me buzzing now, man.
That's wild. Like what?
I never had a mom do it,
questions.
react like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it just raises a lot of questions.
It goes against everything we've known, right? That's the cool
Yeah,
thing.
it's
Mother
An
Nature.
anomaly.
my little.
Yeah, she can like always be stumping you.
Mother Nature makes her own rules, right?
Yeah, I don't know what this one is. It volunteered from something.
You got to volunteer, huh?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Funny.
A happy little accident.
It's from Tennessee.
Yeah. She.
Damn, man. That's
Look
a
at that.
tree.
I told you.
It's a freaking tree.
I knew you'd want to see it. She's watering all outdoors, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I can't wait to get outside, man.
I know.
Oh, look at that stem. Oh, the stalk on that thing. It's going beyond the stem.
They have a plant count of 4. You could just have a bunch of, or 4 of those monsters outside, like
Yeah.
Like,
That's how you skirt a plant count there.
yeah. Oh,
So
Yeah,
let me
looking
ask you,
good.
Rob, are you,
I'm
are you,
hoping this
looking-
one turns black like Jack said.
hey, seed person's with us now too. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Smart? Hey guys, and
Hey,
lady.
man.
Hey,
How's it going?
are you,
I jumped on because Scrubs was showing that pollen, and I had a question for him.
My-
So I got these plants. I'm gonna show in a little bit here, but they're pollinated. Do the plants need like more nutrients to make seeds, or a different ratio of nutrients, or anything like that you know of?
Not that I kept it just like growing a normal plant. But the only thing that did trip me out was I asked Tal, is you like basically let it grow till it almost dies, so that the seeds as many seeds can fully develop as possible.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
because I let it pretty much like almost die on the stalk in the tent.
All right. Cool. I will do that. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
You got some
And-
trees over there, man.
yeah.
Yeah, smart. I can't wait till you all get to do your meetup. I got to go. They had a growers cup over in Richmond yesterday, and I got to meet up with a bunch of people. Small Tubes, Hoobie,
no shit.
That is awesome.
Thunder Dan, Kingfisher.
That's cool. A bunch of them. Excellent.
Yeah, it was the only ones I knew was Small Tubes and Hoobie, and then Hoobie showed up with a bunch of them. I was like, this is really, really cool.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
And they all had some really good weed.
I saw the lobster bush.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah,
Yeah.
lobster.
Yeah, he won best smoke or best edible, best cooked edible, and best
And-
something
And
else.
those Cheez-Its are the bomb. He won. I think I still have some left in there, but yeah, I ate like half the bag last night after smoking all day, and they were wow. It's no wonder he won.
To the moon, Alice.
To the moon. Hello, Iceni. You want to say hi to Iceni's just joined us.
Hi again.
Hey, Iceni. How's it going?
Yeah. It would be cool to meet everyone. And I know Jack Greenstock mentioned a couple times about Vegas. I hope he brings that up again. I hope that's not just a thing he said a couple times on the Cheap Home Grow show. That would be really cool to have like a meetup where we all could meet.
It's tough to get everybody together at once.
Oh, I know.
A lot of different lives, different businesses being, all parts of the country. It's tough, but it would be awesome to kind of set a week up or something, weekend or whatever. That was cool. I'm glad to hear you had some fun and got to meet some Gromies in the community. I know.
Yeah,
all-
it's definitely cool to get to sit down and smoke together and talk about stuff. And it's just,
yeah.
and then one of the Gromies wins.
Yeah, lobster bush.
Hell yeah. And you can put a face to the name. That's always nice to do that.
Yeah.
What's up, Iceni? We see your shits going. Look at that. That's the smart poker pot right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that sure is.
It's really the Sunday pot. I just like
It is Sundays.
Like
because it's doing
the
so good.
the smart pot.
The smart
Yes.
I like to take credit for it because it's doing so good. Anytime I can tie my name to something looks like pretty as that, I'm down.
I mean, well, it is that. So, I mean, to be honest with you, I just threw a bag of, out of the bag compost in there. There's enough soil in there to keep anything happy. So I'm not really too surprised that it did what it did. And it's just whether you can keep up on top of it, really. Whether you can keep it doing that for an extended period of time.
Everything's
but-
looking happy, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I dealt with the spider mites.
Ah, that's right. I seen that post on Instagram, man.
Yeah, pissed me off. There's this one over here. What I had to do, well, I came in, done a heavy leaf strip, and I created a load of separation. These weren't hit in here when I done it. So obviously you can now see I created the gap between them so no plants were touching. And yeah. And I got some of this. And the issue I had, I would have probably got over the spider mites a week, like last week, but it's now took this week to do it, to finally sort of like see a result. But the first order I brought of these, they sent them out, and they spent all weekend, you know, in a delivery driver's van or whatever, in a warehouse, and getting hot and everything else, not being temperature controlled. They turned up and they weren't that sharp. So the company actually replaced them all out for me. So I almost got like 3 or 4 times of what I actually needed to take care of the situation.
Does it seem like they're gone now, or they're starting to leave, or what's the status now?
Yeah, well, as soon as you release these just these are
Which one
on a
is that?
walk. These are the Priscilla.
Oh, or similis. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you release,
Are those the ones that also eat? Yeah, that's cool, man. Because I heard one of those can eat pollen to stay alive and kind of stay around. So if you have
Okay,
your little
so-
males and shit,
So if there's no predators, they won't necessarily
there's no
die
prey.
or prey. I mean,
yeah,
that's what I meant.
yeah.
Prey.
the-
Predators on
These
the
these ones are slightly tricky. I'm pretty sure as soon as there's nothing for them to eat, they might eat themselves. They will only eat spider mites. I'm pretty sure. These are not a pollen eating variety, and you've got to keep the humidity and everything else. I mean, I've had to run the humidity at over 70% humidity to take care of this situation, to make sure that these all stay around for long enough for them to take care of the job. You've got to provide the correct environment, which isn't conducive to what we want, you know, especially when you're sort of like this much in flower, and you want to be a bit, you know, I'd prefer to be between 50 and 60% humidity.
Right. I agree.
But yeah,
Yeah,
to
man.
keep,
It sucks
But
that they have to get you on this. When something like that happens, I feel like it hiccups the whole grow. Now until it's like, I can't wait to get to the next one. I feel like no matter what I do, I'm going to be always behind or something, you know. And I hate when that shit happens, man.
it's stressful because when you find them, you put in your order, and then you're waiting another 3 days for your order.
Yeah.
And then you realise you've done your research, and you're like, God, do you know how much damage they're doing in them 3 days whilst I'm still waiting? So it's always best to be preventative in them sort of situations.
Oh, hell yeah. You know, they
We-
said an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Yeah, which is probably where I slacked. I moved the plants in here without giving them a good clean first. So
Hey, I wanted to say hello to our friend Puffy D. I see he's here with us. We'll have to get over to his screen here in a minute. I know he's going to show us that big autoflower that won.
That's awesome that everybody is going to get to see the winner of the biggest autoflower challenge. That's awesome.
That is awesome. We'll be
But yeah, I'm glad that you like have those spider mites under control. That's like a big fear of mine.
Well, like he said, you find them and then you got 3 days for shipping. Then you get them half dead. You got to
Yeah.
wait another 3 days. By the time you really do get to them, they've already multiplied and they're sucking all the bullshit out of your plants.
I already know that it doesn't matter at what stage we're in. If we get spider mites, it's all coming down. It's all going scorched earth and start over. I just
No.
know it's not, and he just wouldn't be
It
able to.
depends where I was at. And it really does.
Yeah.
It depends where we was at in the grow and what was all going on. But yeah,
when you're 3 weeks into a flower, you're like, oh, you know, it's at that critical stage. When you're sort of 7 or 8 weeks in, you might as well just be like, well, fuck it, I'm just going to chop it a little bit earlier. You know,
Yep.
you might not got what you wanted, but chop it a little bit early, give it a bit of a wash. But
speaking
when
of Puffy, yeah, that's what Puffy did. He had to scrap a whole tent because of that.
Yeah,
That's like
Yeah.
I remember.
I'm sure
I've had him about 3 times in the last 5 years. You know, and it takes about a week to 2 weeks if you've got the proper stuff to get rid of them. And like I said, the other ones I put on here, the Californicus, these ones will stay around, and yeah, they'll eat other stuff. They'll eat, and they'll be more of a preventative and keep things at bay. So if I do bring anything in, it shouldn't really take hold. And that's the problem is, I'm slightly organic and lazy, and I don't care. I go out in my garden and there's spider mites all over the place, and I like to mess around sometimes. I'll go out on my bike and just sit around in grass, and I'll come home and I'll come in here, and normally I don't have a problem because the system is so strong. I've normally got these predator sachets hanging around, and it doesn't cause me a problem. But just out of coincidence, this time I was, with the dogs and everything else, I was just slacking, really slacking on what I was doing. And for the price of, it's worth spending 50 quid, or to get some when you flip to flower, spend 50 bucks. It's like, it's like a quarter of weed in it at the end of the day to protect yourself.
Exactly. Like, just it's a small amount in the
Especially
grand scheme of things.
Especially if
All the
you're
work-
at risk.
Right. And all the work you've put in, and just to like that protection, it's insurance.
Like you said, with the bringing the dogs in and out, at least it's refreshing to hear him say, like, I got them, I know how I got them,
Right.
This is where all the shortcuts or it's not short shit that I did that might put me on a bad path here. There's the worm collection, huh?
I like seeing that. That's
Uh,
cool. So burn.
The worm.
I want to do that outside garden. Like,
Considering I didn't add any worms into this when we built this up, just what was in that worm castings. I think this is done quite well. I reckon if I had 4 or 5 avocados on it, they'd all be full the same as this one.
I got to tell a guy yesterday about your avocados. We were talking about soil, and I said, this guy, I wasn't sure where you're from. I said, he puts avocados down so that the fungus gnats aren't, because of the shell, it keeps the fungus gnats out. And he was like, that is definitely something I need to use. So I got to pass your knowledge along.
Yeah, you can reuse these as well, because once they're empty and all the avocados gone, you can essentially, if you're using a dry amendment mix, you can just blend it all up together and just throw it all in there and throw it back down, and you haven't essentially got to reuse it or buy expensive avocados. I normally get them when they're out of date and they're being thrown out in the shop, and I get them cheap and reduced, and they're almost falling apart anyway because they're gone a bit squishy. And I don't like paying for a full avocado that I'm just going to throw in for my worms.
Nice worm action. Everybody in the chat likes your worms, man. Hey, I want to say hi to Jenny as well, who just joined us. Cheers, Jenny.
Cheers, Jenny.
She don't have her microphone set up. I'm sure she can probably hear us, but can't reply. So maybe you probably have to connect to audio via Wi-Fi or internet. That's probably what the option will be.
Yeah.
Little headphones, lower left corner, if you're on your phone. Yeah, man. They just gave me a good idea in the chat.
And what's that?
To take the one of like anything we want to drain down through the ductwork into the basement.
Oh my goodness.
I just hook up a
Mind
pump
blown.
right downstairs and there's a cold air return, everything in that room. So there's 2 ductworks. We can find which one's A to B shortest route.
Like, we've already drilled through the floor to put wiring, and it goes through a closet that could into the bottom floor. Like, if we had to, we could just
do a hose through that way.
So tell me, how would you guys like to never empty your dehumidifier again? I got both of mine are on hoses, so I never empty them. I don't have to. So
I'm the same way.
congrats. Damn right, that's nice. Automation.
really help. I like that idea. And then if we're doing that, then, we can, the wall that room shares is with the bathroom, and there's a water source. And I think it would be easy just to, can't we just pipe into that and put like a little sink in that room where we can get water and have it drain out of that room? It would really make things so much easier. It sucks carrying water upstairs or, you know, from the bathroom. It sucks. But yeah, it's
Labor of love.
it's future plans. I really like, why I feel like, why didn't we think of that?
I kind of had an idea about the hole in the floor, but I'm thinking that's kind of tough because how do I get a drain across to where those holes already are in the floor without us stepping and tripping over a drain line? With the way down through the ductwork is possible, it's out of the way. That's something I didn't think of.
Yeah, that's something that we could definitely.
Anyhow,
Consider.
I don't know, it kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah, let's check out
Let's
that
check out.
autoflower, the from Puffy D. Let's put him on the big screen so everybody can see.
Yes. What did I do?
I don't know. Technical difficulty. Just give us 1 second. There we go.
There he is. Hey, Puffy, what's up?
That thing is huge.
What's up, everybody?
That's a great.
Looking good.
Congratulations, Puffy.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this light will complete my my full upgrade over my blurple, so I'll have good lighting in every tent now.
That
Awesome.
is awesome. Awesome.
And you'll be covering a lot of space too with these lights, you know? Square footage.
Yeah, yeah, they got the 4x8 that the FC 1000 watt will go into, and then I'll move my full date over to this 4x4, and then the light that I just won I'll put into my 4x5.
So you got like holy shit, what is that? 70 square feet roughly or something that you're lighting. That's cool. And it's all lit with brand new lighting now. That's awesome. I hope that you see a big return, you know, on investment there too over the older blurples, you know.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited to try out the Mars lights. I've never used Mars before, and I hear good things about them. You know, nobody ever complains about them. So, you know, it's going to be, you know, pretty exciting to try them out and see how they do.
Yeah, they've
Oh,
come
you're
a long
set
way.
now.
Yep. They were known for just blurples back in, you know, years ago. Like you heard of Mars, you immediately think 1,000-watt equivalent blurple, you know, but not anymore. They've really come a long ways, you know.
Yep. Yeah, this Bruce banner that I grew, it's from the homegrown company, so it's one of their seeds. Last year when I grew it, I did it untopped and it almost hit 6 foot. So this year I decided to at least top it once, and that's all it took to get all these tops, was just one topping.
It did great, man. It did great. How many coals did you keep? I can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, there's a lot. I mean, I think I counted 15 at one time.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, it's like
Hey,
hard.
Puffy.
There's so many.
It did a great job.
Puffy, I got a question for you. Did you do the happy dance after you won the second light too?
It wasn't quite the happy dance that I did whenever I won the FC 1000.
Okay, just checking.
And you're gonna wear a whole.
I think the shock from the big light kind of took precedence, you know, and the second was like, yay, but you know, the inside I'm still like, oh yeah, that's all I needed to complete my lighting.
Well, it's
Yeah,
nice.
because like you said, now you're all of your spaces will be lit properly. You can get rid of that blurple or just gift it to someone else that doesn't have a light at all.
Looks nice. Look at
Those
that.
are very frosty.
Purple. There's purple
Beautiful.
in there. Everything. Yeah, you got the good genetics. You got the good lighting.
It's really,
Yeah.
you did a great job on those. Beautiful. Bravo.
Thank you.
You guys want to get some of those
See what
seeds?
you've done with an autoflower?
How many times you pot that thing up?
How many times did I top it?
Pot it. Pot up.
Oh, I went from a solo to a 1 gallon And then no, I skipped the 1 gallon, went from solo straight to 3 gallon.
Right on, man.
Yeah, that's what we did. I mean, we were in the little Jiffy or the
Rapid
rapid
brewder,
brooder, and then
then
into the
solo cup, then solo into the
to
3
the
gallon. Yeah, the yellow bottoms. And it's nice. They really fill the roots out well doing that, man. A lot of people don't, they don't like doing that, or they hear that it's bad. It's nice to see, to be able to see it right before your very eyes. Nothing more powerful than that, right?
Right. Yeah, it's nice to have some good genetics to start out with to begin with, and then just everything go pretty much according to plan with no hiccup, no slowdowns, no stunting, and with autos that's kind of hard to do consistently. So I was happy when it turned out this way this time.
Good deal. Like I think
Oh yeah, like when the whole grow is firing on all cylinders and it's smooth sailing. Look at the result. Awesome job.
I think it was Rowdy in the chat. Rowdy 420 said you'll be going into the growing season, when it gets cool here in the next couple months with all new lighting and shit. That's got to be exciting for sure. I want
To see the changes and to note those changes that you're going to see in these different grow spaces under these lights. That's going to be awesome. I hope that you do come back and share with us.
Oh, I will.
Yeah,
I want to show off the lights and kind of just let people know how the plants are doing underneath of us. So I'll come back on regularly to let people know.
Yeah, nice for everybody to see. Plus, I'm sure you'll be journaling that over at Cocoa for Cannabis too. You run.
Oh yeah.
There,
Yeah, because I want to look back later and see, if there's things that I could have done different with the light, as far as height or intensity or, things like that. So I can kind of tweak it and get it dialed in to where I know every time what it needs to be set at. So I don't have to worry about it.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Like that's the one good thing about having those journals. Smart said the other day, he's like, not one person looked at my journal, but this journal that I'm journaling these plants or just for us, I said, I'm glad we have those journals. I always like to look back at those old ones to see what the weights we got, what happened, what we did different.
Like how bad
exactly.
Well, if your journals in any of the challenges, I read them. I read everybody's journals.
It's just in the growers forum. It's just a side tent that we're doing, not on pace with the grow challenges. You know what I'm saying? One tent we keep on grow pace with the challenges. The other tent we kind of just do whatever. And so, yeah, but I wanted to mention the seeds that you grew that from were from Homegrown Cannabis Company. We have a code for their seeds. I'll tell you what, I don't push a lot of codes for a lot of products, but we grew their mimosa and their apple fritter and ended up being two of my favorite strains I ever grow. And I don't say that lightly. So if you want some of their seeds, use the code SMART at Homegrown Cannabis Company and check them out. They're in the United States. They have a guaranteed germination rate, all kind of good shit. The people there are very, they respond to your emails.
Germination.
If you follow their germination, yeah. And they respond to emails well. And these are all things that we kind of want to check out before we, endorse someone like that. So that's a good endorsement. You can take it to the bank, man. We're going to grow some more of their shit. That's where our sticky dickies and shit came from in our auto flower tent.
And the crystal pink bin.
But those first two photo periods were just knock them out of the park for us. And I want to welcome Weed Nerd DWC to the show. He just joined us while we were rambling on there.
Cheers, gang. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Hey, man, what's up?
Well, not too much. Not too much to show.
Anything I want to go ahead and say I'm going to bounce off here because my light's just about ready to turn off, and I just want to come on and show everybody. I'll be harvesting this thing right probably about the middle of the week. So this may be the last time that you see it before harvest.
Well, if you're
harvesting
Puffy, jump on, man.
Congrats on the win,
Congrats,
man.
bud.
Congrats.
Yeah,
on
thank you.
And on such a beautiful plant. Congrats on that too.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But I'll probably be harvesting about the time you guys have your Wednesday show. So yeah, I could jump on and kind of show show the ending results before it goes into Canatrol.
Let's do it. We'll I'll label the show Coffee Harvest winning SAFC. How's that sound?
That's cool. Yeah, I
That
can
would
be
be
there.
awesome.
Let's do it. We'll
Oh, yeah.
I'll send you a link and everything, Puffy, and
We'll get you out there.
It'll be
That's
fun, man.
awesome.
I can't wait to see it. Give us
Yeah,
some
get them some more close-up shots of the buds as they're coming off and everything too. They're frosty as hell and sticky, like
Oh,
honey.
yeah.
I do not like touching them at all. I try to avoid it as much as possible because you can't get it off. It's so sticky. But yeah, I will. I'll bounce out of here, let you get to the rest of the show and get everybody else a chance to get on. But yeah, well, I'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Thank you, Puffy. We look forward to it, buddy.
All right, grower love, everybody.
For love.
Congratulations, Puffy.
Here's Bob.
Just jumping in at the end here.
Cheers, cheers.
We got a full panel, so
Cheers.
we gotta make sure we try not to talk over each other. It's tough sometimes. I know I'm guilty of it. So who was next on the list?
Weedner.
Do last. I got nothing to show.
Oh, he's empty. He just harvested.
Okay. You want to talk about what you got to harvest and that experience?
I'm trolling and cleaning, basically.
Yep. Yep.
Rearrange the room a little. You know?
It's probably not this time of year, man. I know if I had my tents both empty and the trawls full, I'd be happy with it.
Oh, yeah.
Just to take maybe a couple weeks off until the weather starts to cooperate a little bit more. What's your plans there, Weedner? Are you going right back in? You got some clones or anything on the side, or what's the next round?
No, it's completely bone dry there. Everything's off. Just cleaning and moving, and I'm shifting my tent over a bit there. I was able to, I don't know if you could see in the picture there, but I got a shelf between the wall and the tent where I used to have my air and my UPSs. So my UPSs are actually on the shelf now.
Yeah.
So now I have I have 2 feet between the wall and my tent on that far side where the window is.
Yeah.
And but now it's real tight against the 5x3, which is
Robin Peter
right over here. Right. So I have like a less than a foot there between the two. So I'm thinking I'm going to scoot that 5x3 where my 4x2 used to be. You see the lines on the floor there? That was the edge of my 4x2. So it's 5x2.5. So it'd probably be a little, little tighter there between the two, but I can have a gap. So meaning it'll protrude just on the corner, but then I'll have a space. Like half the door will be like open to the wall kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. And
that way it'll give me my corner there. I'll be able to turn that corner, no problem.
I see it. And now that it's always a little bit of change here and there, but I tell you what, grabbing 6 inches or 8 inches on one side or the other, or getting a corner back like that makes the room feel.
It's the 5-gallon bucket, man. Like if I hold it in front of me, it's 12 inches wide. Like I can't knock the bars. There's no way. So it has to be at least a foot.
So what you're saying, Smart, is 6 to 8 inches can make all the difference.
Oh yeah.
That's what she said, eh? Or that's what he said.
That's just girth. I'm kidding. It's a family show, Chris.
Hey, that's pretty cool that you have it all marked out.
Yeah.
To utilize all of your space
The efficiency
is efficiently and get. That's a passion. You can tell your passion is there because.
Well, see, this is all brand new. My plan was putting shelves in that empty space and just leaving everything as is. But then I looked at that space and I'm looking at my shelf. I'm thinking, shit, I could put my shelf there. If I just scoot it over a little bit, but then now it's a little tight on the other side. So I'm just evolving the idea as I go there. It really all started this morning.
I didn't see
No,
any
not until you put
blueprints.
the stuff in, right? Like I have this shelf in my hand and I'm putting it around everywhere, and it's like, oh, you know what? I got a better idea, So
You usually have a blueprint all laid out and everything. You show it all in the computer.
no, exactly. I planned what I was gonna do, and then it
I know.
all changed.
One day.
What can you do, right?
There you go.
You got a little chair right in the tent there. Like I could see you sitting on there pondering and looking around.
Yeah, it's my storage for now. There, I got my 4x2 frame in there. I got everything in there.
Yeah,
Take that out there.
So it's just you and the kiddies, man. It probably feels empty in your place without having the girls in there driving.
Quiet. It's damn quiet.
Yeah, no.
The hydrometer is not spinning. That's good.
Yep.
It's barely
know,
moving now.
When the grow first comes down and the trimming is completely done. And there's those couple days where you just trimmed all that weed, so you're like sick of it kind of. And you're just happy that you don't have to go water or check out
Oh,
perimeter.
yeah, exactly.
That is like the best time, I think. Like, you're like,
Before you start to miss it, right?
I was gonna say it lasts like 4 days, 5 days.
Exactly.
Then I start thinking like, damn. And
Yeah, you
Wow.
start twirling your thumbs there. It's like, I kind of miss all that.
I'm sitting here twirling my thumbs in the morning, thinking I don't have nothing to check, nothing to tweak, nothing to mix, nothing. It's like, and then you start looking at the jars, like, well, that's shit. I need to get them other seeds that we have downstairs going. I want to try this strain, that strain. So it doesn't take long. We all know how it is.
It's work, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't see it that way.
labor of love. Well, trimming is going to be a lot nicer because we have a helper that's
Yeah.
going to be helping us now. It'll be 3 people trimming instead of 2,
Yes.
which I'm super, super excited about.
What, did you guys hire a munchkin or something?
We got a family member that's finally come around and is like on board, and it's somebody that
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Help
so
is
there's
always
a
good.
lot of people in your life that would never ever want to see you in trouble, or no matter what happened, wouldn't breathe a
The
word.
trust.
You know what I mean?
Is there?
I gotta tell people there's
Yeah.
probably 5 people in this world that I trusted under those.
Yeah, I got one guy, and I haven't been calling him. I've been doing it all on my own there. Well, with the trolling, I can kind of
that I
stagger it a
trust,
bit.
We're growing.
Yeah, and
and
you
one
know-
of them has actually come around now.
Way back in the day, like I want to say, like these were or when we first started doing it and just realized, oh my goodness, this is so overwhelming for 2 people. I had
Oh.
my mom try to help us once. Like
Yeah.
she was all
It's
like,
demoralizing.
my mom was like, oh yeah, how is it just cutting leaves? Yeah, I can do that. What was so sticky? She's like, I don't like these gloves. This is really hard.
I can't
And I'm
do
like,
it.
never mind, mom.
Yeah.
It's cool that, hey, at least I can say I had my mom help me trim plants.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That coolest too. That was funny.
It was a family event.
But anyhow, what's up, XYZ? What are you doing?
Just driving through Georgia. Now I'm in Florida. Heading out to Dallas today.
Hey man, what's going on? You're on the road a lot.
Definitely a remote
Yes, I
grow.
am. Yeah, well, only thing I got in my tent right now is some soil grows, but they need to be watered. Nobody's at home right now, so.
You
Is
have
it
yeah.
automated? You got it all automated still there?
Oh yeah, well
Right.
yeah. I mean, I just took her plants up to my system,
Nice.
but I'm not really feeding them that much. I'm not dosing, just giving them mostly water.
Nice. Right, you got the system. Why not? Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I was gonna rig her up some blue mats because everybody's just like, no, don't do that. Why are you gonna do that? So.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Anyways, that's the only thing I got going on in the garden, and yeah, the soil grow. My girlfriend's soil grow. Had to move it in as soon as I get home. Though, we're gonna move it back into her tank, and then I
So-
guess I'm gonna clean up and get ready for the next grow challenge.
Now let me ask you, XYZ, does your girlfriend always do the soil grows?
Yes, that's what she's been starting off with. I think we're gonna switch her over to cocoa though.
Well, I was curious as to if you noticed or if you could tell us what's better, the soil or the cocoa in the smoke. And you got it both going on in your house. That's like everybody says, in the community.
I will, let me say this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you use salt fertilizers in your soil grow?
Well, we're kind of using some right now, very light, but yes, there is some salts involved. The soil that she's using is the Ocean Farms, Happy Frog or whatever, Ocean Forest. That just doesn't have the nutrient density. I mean, she's getting yellowing in her leaves. Yeah, since we put it in the hydro tent, and I am adding some salts to it, it's really clearing things up for her.
Okay.
So I don't know. We'd have to start amending that soil if we wanted to really do something with it. So we're having better luck with cocoa though.
So what kind of, yeah, is what, so why, how do I want to say this? If you're, I'm not sure, I guess, never mind, keep going. I'm thinking like, you would think, is it like you versus your wife? Is that how you're doing it? She likes to grow in a different style? Is it so you guys can compare the weed? Is there another reason why you guys do separate substrates? Because I'm just thinking, hey, wouldn't it be easier if you could just hook your system to 2 tents, you know?
Yeah. So the reason why was basically her tent's going to move over. I'm going to move the one I got in my office out there, have 2 hooked up. Just because it was easier. She wanted to try something simple, you know, just put water in it. Don't have to deal with chemicals.
So I
But
want to mention, Haas Farms asking if you have a lot of gnats using that ocean forest.
yes, a lot of fungus gnats. Yep.
Yeah, that's I guess something you got to watch out for.
Fungus gnats suck, man. I hate those. They we don't get them. We don't get them very often.
No,
anymore.
but when we do, SMOT is on it with whatever it takes.
Usually it's just a little dose of hydrogen H2O2, 29%, fries them.
Dr.
Yeah,
Zion's too.
Dr. Science does all.
Do you just mix it into your water, your solution, or
I
do you
do
just
both.
go?
I mix it into
Okay.
a solution and I spritz the top of it with it. The spritz is a little bit stronger than what I probably should have it. And I've
Yeah.
been overboard and fry some shit, but
Yeah, I bet it gets rid of them though.
it does.
Yeah,
It
yeah. I
helps.
mean, one thing that we have learned is there is we've learned that that max
Yeah.
dose can be just such a small amount from like being okay to being not okay. It's like the window is so tight that you got to be very careful with
Yeah.
that stuff because it'll take the plants down.
I mean, it makes your skin white. You gotta wear
Yeah,
glasses.
So wear gloves, glasses.
hydrogen peroxide is not something to mess with. That stuff will mess you up quick.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. So I try to give it the respect it deserves. I put my gloves on, try to put my glasses on, which I always have my grow room glasses if the tent is open.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the glasses on versus shutting the light off because then I can't see what the hell I'm doing. And I like to be able to inspect for what you're seeing on the screen right now, little creepy crawlies.
Like, I know that like,
sacks.
some people like I actually used that hydrogen peroxide to wipe the tent down this last time after having a second tent pollinate and get seeds. I thought I better get in there and clean it as much as I can because who knows when that pollen is hanging out. So I used that hydrogen peroxide and hopefully I got it, but I don't really like to use it to clean because it's so harsh.
On the other end of the spectrum of hydrogen peroxide, you have live worms all up in your face.
Yep. Yeah,
Crawling
don't dump none of that stuff on them. They will die.
No, this is the opposite end of the spectrum of what we do. We run sterility. This is the exact opposite. This is life everywhere.
Which I really like growing in cocoa in the house and doing mixing the newts. I like doing that. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
And if I'm not having fun doing this, then I'm not going to do it. If I wasn't having fun, then I would want to not do it. I saw someone in the chat earlier asking for advice to like, because they're losing that spark of being excited in the grow. And that has happened to me. I've become like disconnected with the grow, not really happy with the way it's going and just be like sick of it. And I find that, even going in there and just screwing around with a couple branches just to see like, I'll go in just to change it up a little bit to make it interesting for me, because if it's not fun, then what's the point?
Yeah.
That's my opinion, and that's how I feel about my grow. But I want to go organic. I want to do soil. I want to be growing. I want to just water my plant. I don't want to have to do, I want to do the soil so bad, and I want to see if there's a difference in the flavor. I want to see it with my own personal experience. So I can't wait for we can grow outside, because I think that's how I'm going to be able to do that.
I think we're gonna have to just bite the bullet and try to do 1 tent soil, 1 tent cocoa, and the same.
Yeah, if you're willing to fight off the critters, I mean, yeah, soil's nice if you got the right soil and you got the right equipment.
I think I'd get
Yeah.
some really like coast of Maine or something, and then something to put on as like a top dressing and flour. Hopefully it would last. Do a quick, hopefully a quick
You gotta
veg.
get a compost going, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
Or
almost
bring
like
it
a year
from
before or 2 years before even.
We could bring it.
That way you don't have an excuse. You got like it's ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's probably the best, like the best stuff we have too. is the
I'm
stuff.
down to try it, man. Totally down.
Well, you know, Smart and I have already talked. Next spring, we're going to put a light in the basement, and we're going to like start pepper seeds, tomato seeds. Like we're going to start seeds in the house. So that's a good first step in the right direction, and getting Smart to allow me to have soil in the house. It'll be in the basement, but I'm gonna
Worm bins too, eh? Right? Get your
start flowers.
castings going.
Scrubs.
Yeah, the worm bin. would
Who
be
was
cool.
that? Who was that?
Because those are they're kind of two different things, right? Like your compost, and then you got your worm bin for the castings. They're kind of two separate processes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm interested in doing that.
Is that
too.
your pollen sucker? Are you sucking pollen with that?
Yeah, I've gotten started.
Oh, it's like a
Well,
HEPA.
no, I
HEPA
sprayed
vacuum?
everything down. That's what I always vacuum my tent out with when I'm done.
Nice.
Shit, I thought you was collecting pollen, and I was thinking that's a smart idea. You might lose a lot, but damn.
Is it a
You
fogger?
know?
I took and,
You're cutting out,
I
buddy.
took a little card and just scraped. I said I just took a card and scraped it up in a pile on one of those sheets of paper.
Oh, the pollen, yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, wow.
a nice
That's
pollen.
cool.
Almost looks like sift, eh? Hmm.
Yes, it
Don't
does.
press that though.
Wow.
No.
I wonder what it would look like. Hey, put that in a bag and press it.
Oh, GM.
Blonde house.
Yeah.
What's that say?
Uh,
GM.
it's Santa Marta Gold.
Oh,
Oh, okay. SMG.
Oh, yeah.
Mexican, eh?
Land race.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll have some pollen headed your way, Art Man.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, man. That's more than I need.
look at Weed Nerd got the trawl totally loaded up, huh?
Yeah, I did a puffy load there. You know, I didn't de-leaf it. I didn't, because I had to hang it for 2 days, right? And usually when I load the troll, I'll just I wet trim it as I take it off the plant and load it, and it's all nicely trimmed and everything's perfect. And it's easy to do when it's crispy wet. You know what I mean? Still got the turgor and all that. Everything comes off nice. Everything's sticking out. You know what I mean? But man, after 2 days of drying or a day and a half, it's all soggy and it's like the bud's all loose and
Oh
it's
yeah.
really
Leaves are drooping.
oh yeah, it's like I'm like, you know what? Screw this.
Hard
I
to
just
trim.
chop. You know, I measured how long's the tray? chop, and then just lined them all in there and just as is, you know, you're going in. But it hung for 2 days, and I loaded it pretty good. There's a little bit of water that came out, but not as bad as when you load it fresh. So I checked it this morning there and everything's good. So it's, you know, I hung it 2 days, but then I started trimming day 1, after 24 hours.
Yeah.
On the little one. And that's when I noticed there was really gummy and stuff. When I started doing the breeder kush there, I was like, no, forget this. And I just chopped everything up. But I set it on a 5-day dry.
Pretty
after
excellent.
the first 24 hours. So it's actually 6 days of drying and then the 4-day cure, right?
Okay,
Because it hung one day out in a tent kind of thing.
right on.
So
Yeah.
day 2, I started the 5-day, and by day 2 in the troll, I loaded it, everything else kind of thing. You know what I mean? So everything's been hanging at the same rate. It's just one's been in the troll for 24 hours longer than the rest kind of thing. But they should
How
all
many
be at the
strains-
same point. You know what I mean?
How many strains is that?
There's 3 plants.
Nice.
The first run I did 4 shells there and it fit no problem.
Yeah.
But then the second run I had my 3 biggest, well, 1 small and 2 big, you know, so I had to really hang dry. There's no way it was fitting. And
Well,
as you can see, the shells are thick. I mean,
Yeah,
there's 2
nice
buds
haul.
thick there.
And that's
of
with
stuff
a
in there.
lot of moisture already gone too. Most of your shrinkage is done, you
Done.
know?
That's what I
No,
was
exactly. And stacking branches on day 1 would be a big no, I think, because there's
Yeah.
just way too much moisture there already, you know?
It's
But
You
day
got a lot
2,
in there.
not too
There's a
bad.
lot in there. Looks
Yeah, it's
good.
pretty stacked, man. Those
Lot of
2
clarity there,
like
so somebody doesn't-
snowbound there, it got pretty big, and so did Breeder Kush. Even though it was an 18-day flip there, it turned into a pretty big plant. So yeah, it's good harvest.
And the
Smells good.
close-ups
not
look
bad.
really good too. They're really pretty buds too.
Oh yeah, the nugs themselves they're like, you know how it is. It's like diamonds there when you have your light on with the video. They're all reflecting off it there. You don't really see it too well, like on the video, but man, in person there, it's like, yeah, loving it.
Hey, cheers,
Cheers,
Texas.
Tex.
Hopper. Yeah, welcome to the show, Texas.
nice to have you back.
Hey, Texas.
I was about to put you on the big screen, but something happened.
You scared them.
You went blind and mute on me.
There we go.
Right on, Tex.
My
baby seedlings are so needy.
You turn your phone sideways, please. It might help with the fill it out a little bit.
Yeah.
No? Can you hear us? Seed person says he's got to run. Cheers, seed person.
Take it
Texas-
easy, buddy.
Cheers.
Yeah, have a great day.
Yeah, cheers,
seed
guys.
person.
Thanks for having me. I will see you at Chief Home Grow tonight, hopefully.
Right on, buddy. Enjoy the rest
See
of
you
your
there.
day.
You too. All right. Bye, guys.
I'm gonna roll up another one. It seems like Texas weed hopper's having a little bit of difficulty or something. It was picture no sound and picture no sound. I seen you was holding up a knuckle there. I seen. Is that where you snapped that plant over that one day?
Yeah, that one totally separated. No, I just stuck it back together.
Oh, there we go. He's back.
I did, you know, it looked like the other one that I done and totally snapped the top right off it, but yeah, it's done all right.
Is it
Yep.
sticky?
Oh, Texas, you can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I had to alter my audio.
All
Yeah, it
right.
sounds better now. He were a little canny earlier.
Hey, could you
Yeah.
turn your phone sideways, please? It sometimes fills out the picture.
Yeah. Always forget.
Oh yeah.
I do too. There you go.
Everybody does.
Anyway, I was saying that I'm
All right.
just babying these seedlings. They're so needy. But they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that sitting on the light. They need heat. That's perfect.
What's the
Makes a nice table too.
That's, you know what I mean? It's, yeah, man. I love it.
Looks
But
good.
yeah,
2 birds,
They-
1 stone, man. You know what I mean?
these 3 are the Chad Westport's grape juice.
nice.
And then that's the Gorilla Glue. I can't see what I'm doing with my camera. But that's the Gorilla Glue, sorry.
Okay.
And then these fuckers are even more needy. This is the other Gorilla Glue. She's still puny.
Yeah, some AstroTurf, eh? Nice.
And that one just came up yesterday, so got to give her a little spray every once in a while. That one got overwatered and I'm giving up kind of on it. And then that's a replacement for it. It just popped up today.
Oh. New blood.
That's right.
And then I also decided to try something different. You know, I put a little bit of extra potting mix into some ocean forest or whatever for these solo cups. But anyway, I decided to just try straight leaf mold compost in here and see how they do.
There you go.
Getting busy in there. Eh?
Those are Smiley's garden seeds.
Nice.
Ah, cool. Crack baby, Wiedner just finished up some of those sky stompers and shit, right?
Yeah, Sky Stomper and hippie goggles and sundial. And
You did the sundial. How'd that turn out? Because I got some of those beans.
I got huge, man. It's monster.
Really?
It's not as
I
frosty
got
as the other
sundial
two.
too.
It's like my least favorite of the three, but still, it's a nice looking plant, and it's got nice terps to it too. It's a little musky.
I decided to pop the cloud cuddler, which
Oh, yeah.
is Skywalker OG by something else. I forget how I'm at or whatever it is.
That cushy one there. I know the hippie G there. I love it. Hippie goggles. Super
Yeah, they
tasty.
say
The Sky
everybody
Stomper is
likes
insane, dude. Like it's like it's my most potent, most terpy one so far that I've tried, like that I've ever. So hats off to
Cool.
Smiley's, man. I'm gonna try his other stuff too, man.
I don't normally do regs. I mostly do films, so hopefully I got a good ratio.
We used to
It
use
was
that
worth it.
course, man, and that it stays wet, man. I could see how you could overwater with that. It's a peat based, you know.
Well, I
So
know.
it holds
Well,
a lot of moisture, man. That sucks that those ones died, you know.
Eh,
I hate when that shit happens. My bad. Go ahead. I was just thinking about that.
what I need to do is just stay in seed popping mode for an extended period or go perpetual. See, because my problem is I only do this once a year and I get all excited and all geared up and I fucking forget everything and fucking take shortcuts or don't clean shit or whatever, you know, just stupid
Yeah.
stuff.
If you only got one arrow, you don't want to miss your target, you know.
Well, okay, yeah, what you grow outside and stuff. You're doing a seasonal.
You can't learn without mistakes.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, that's the rest of them look great. It just sucks. I hate to see them seeds dying off. That ocean forest is it stayed damp for a while. I noticed that. We used to use that, you know, and that's when we were newer growers. So I wanted to get in there and water. Yeah, and I'm like in there all the time. Like, are they ready? Are they ready for some more? You
All
know,
it takes is just a little squirt, you know.
that's it, man. You know, now we would love something
We
like
didn't
that.
know like so much back then.
Right. But I remember it. I had a lot of damp off and shit because the shit just holds. Well,
Like we knew nothing about lighting and killed plants under a blur pole because they were underlit.
Yeah.
We didn't know. We had no idea that light wasn't good for vegging them. So we put, like it on seedlings and just killed them.
They just sat there for 2 weeks and then died.
Yep.
Yeah, what I don't get is even when it goes right, you still got ones like this one, and these guys were started the same fucking day, right? And he's still sitting there with two tiny little leaves and nothing's wrong. You know, the cotyledons are good and everything.
No, some are just slow, man. Like my brooder Kush there, it took forever to come out, but man, it turned real nice.
Oh, I know. I've had it happen before like this. It's just weird how some seeds, even with the same variety, like that Grim Glue,
in the same feed pack too. Yeah.
Totally different with identical conditions.
Are you in the habit of pulling the seed shells off?
Yeah, I do usually, but I tried earlier and I pulled it out. So
That's
I
where
try
I
and leave them
find
alone and just let it go for a while.
Yeah.
Usually they should.
Hey Texas, I wanna say Kingfisher's asking what you put in your soil for aeration.
Oh, as far as the seedlings go, or no, the big pots?
Probably.
How about both?
Yeah, how about both?
Well, the big pots.
You did say you used pumice in the big pots, didn't you?
Just tried whatever perlite's left over, but I put like 25 pounds of pumice in it this year.
Right
Oh,
on.
that's yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I want to welcome Rowdy 420 to the show. What's up, buddy?
Hello, everybody.
Here, Rowdy.
Yes.
We'll be sure.
Hey,
to get-
Rowdy.
We still got a half hour, Rowdy. You got a couple minutes to hang out?
Yeah, my phone was almost dead. I got it up to 76%, so I think we good for a little bit.
All right. Well, we'll come over directly, my friend. I'm rolling up here, and I'll have my wife get on the controls whenever we're done with Texas. We can jump over and check out Rowdy's stuff. Well, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm just gonna
Anytime,
set.
I'll just hop out there before you keep going. Or I'll hop out, make a little room, but I'll be in chat. And cheers to everyone for having me. And we'll see.
Nice hearing from you, buddy. Nice
Yeah,
to see
nice
you.
to have you.
Another
again.
successful grow, man.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
awesome.
You guys are doing great too, man. Keep it up. I'll see you
Thanks,
soon.
buddy.
Cheers, guys.
Love.
I'm gonna hop out too, Smart.
I can't see who is
The
that.
Scrubs.
Scrub.
Scrub.
Sorry.
Yep,
Thank
I'm gonna go tend to some things myself.
Right on, buddy. Beautiful day out.
Yeah.
Appreciate you showing us our plants outside.
Your trees outside. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you.
Have a good one, Scrubs. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, man. Just I'll let you know when I send the package your way.
Cool.
That's great.
See y'all later. Thank you again.
So yeah, whenever you want to share, Rowdy, whenever you're ready, we'll give you a look. I'm excited to see what you got going down. I feel
Yeah,
like
he hasn't been around. He hasn't been around
Okay.
CFC that much. So let's see what you got.
Yeah.
like, I feel like I haven't hung out with you or anything in a minute. But I haven't been over at CSC. I've been slacking too. I need to get over there more.
Life gets hectic sometimes.
Let me put you on the spot. There we go. Nice. Chunky buds.
What's up, man? Get
All right.
ready for harvest.
Yeah, this is my out of flower challenge. Urban Sunrise by 2020 Minnesota.
We're having a hard time hearing you, buddy. It sounds really muffled.
Like hand over the mic.
Yeah, I have a terrible mic. This is why I don't like
There
to
it
go
is. Oh,
There,
Yeah, we
you're
can
clear
hear you.
now.
Just yell at us, man.
Yeah.
live. Okay.
Looking good though. That's nice.
Yeah. What you got going on?
I'm proud of my roots.
Nice.
It's just-
Them.
All roots. I shot back the top of that and got all the perlite and whatever bullshit off of it. So that's just roots, you see, all that white stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then I got my
Full colonization.
my Black Lime Reserve clones. I finally had a good clone run. So I got
Nice.
8. I got 8 out of 10.
Oh, sweet, man. Sweet. 8 out of 10 clones.
Look how frosty that is.
That's about
8
ready
out
to
of 10.
come out, isn't it?
This one didn't root. And it's the last one, so I just haven't thrown it away yet.
We got 3 more. Probably rooting. Don't feel bad.
No. I can't hear you, Smoke.
I said we got 3 right now in water that aren't rooting. We're gonna end up probably throwing them away.
Well, I noticed one is rooted. One's rooted. So we will have
I didn't see it.
one.
Yeah, I don't need this many. I found them because they rooted.
I need 1. Hey, I
I
want
only
to
need like 4 of them. I planted 8. or something.
Hey, that's good to back your, hedge your bets. If to have extra.
Yeah, in case one of those gets sick or one does better or something, then it'll go into flower, and whatever doesn't do good, I can toss.
Exactly.
We're losing people left and right. I don't even know who fell off.
It's just everybody that said goodbye.
Okay.
So
Well, Rowdy's got all kind of stuff going on.
Yeah,
This
I
is
love
that other side room. Holy shit.
And this is my 2 mother plants.
That's one big mother.
They got the black lime reserve mother plant on the left and the GMO on the right. The GMO is under recuperation because I chopped it back super bad, and it's just now actually starting to. It's good growth. So it was all
Yellow, yeah.
Okay.
So you
tiny limbs and yellow, and then I got a little something here in my earth box, growing in water only. All I have to do is put water down that tube when I
Oh,
want to. I'm letting it dry back right now. And then this is my autoflower. Oh, the screen switch. You're just gonna have to deal with it. This is my autoflower. It's also a Durban sunrise, but it fell over right there. And the top three, they ripened. I cut one off already. And then the bottom is still like, looks like this.
What strain
It
is
was
that?
rented Durban Sunrise Autoflower. It's the same one as in my 2x4 tent. Hold on. It's the same one as this one. It's just
okay.
when I did it, I did 3 seeds. 2 of them sprouted. Of the 2 that sprouted, one looked fucked up and runty. And that's the one that's in the closet. It never really looked good. And I put it in the closet. And I put this in here. And it never grew good. Period. So that's like a testament. If you sprout a seed and it looks genetically messed up, it probably is.
This one here looks like it's gonna do well. It's pretty close to ready, huh?
Yeah, I trimmed all of its frond leaves off
I see that.
about 3 days ago, and it's been on plain water. But of course, I have my amendments that were used to be top drift on top. The roots have taken it over, but in there's probably some in the left over. Let's see. Yesterday I added forest green to the plain water mix just to give it a creamy. And yeah, I'm gonna go out of town this coming weekend, next weekend. So this is gonna come down probably Wednesday, maybe.
Wednesday.
Same day.
Same,
as Puppy.
yeah, Puppy's taking
And
his.
ours would be about
Yeah,
ready too.
ours getting-
I still right. I couldn't hear you guys. What did you say?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I like what you've done. I need to do that. I need to get in there and do that too. Take most of the leaves off. I like having that pretty stripping down right before chop because it seems like you're having less work than when the harvest is actually you're actually taking it down.
Yeah,
So,
because
you've been starting-
honestly, Crispy, when I cut this down, I'm basically just gonna cut the stalk and hang it upside down. I'm not mixing anything else, and it's gonna hang whole like that. Yeah, I kind of thought I was gonna be harvesting a little bit sooner, so I probably should have left the leaf on a little bit longer. But I cut off everything that doesn't have trikes because I wash double hash. So I find it helps it dry faster. I don't get wet spots in the dry. And the trim is just so much easier and I don't have to worry about separating the leaves from trikes and not trikes and stuff like that.
Right on.
Cool.
Then I gotta make some new res. It's empty. For my 4x4. Which you guys don't get to look at.
Yeah, you're empty.
No, it's full.
It's
just
full?
it's nighttime. It's flower mode. It's in flower. And it's lights out
Okay.
in my 4x4.
Gorilla radio.
You can peek in the window. Yay, see? Can't see nothing. That's all you get. Hey, look at this.
That's the thing you told me about, man. It's on
Yeah,
sale.
this thing is awesome.
You drop it in
Oh.
a bottle of water, man.
What?
Yeah. I forgot to tell you.
If I wanted to like, if I wanted to, I got a water bottle here. I use 2 liter bottles. So that's reverse osmosis from my tank. And I'm just gonna drop that in there. And then I can water plants if I want to.
So love it.
That's on mute, I think. I'm sorry.
And let me set the phone down 1 second.
I really
If I
like
tighten the
that.
nozzle, if I tighten the nozzle, I can
It's
mix.
sprays. Oh, that's
And
so
it's-
awesome.
It's
That's
really
power.
fine. It's pretty atomized. So
It's battery powered, right?
yeah, like off of a phone type of battery. So it's really powerful and it lasts really long.
You mean like
And I
it
can use it
charges with
to-
the USB cord?
Yeah, just like your cell phone. It's a
Oh, that's so
USB-C.
cool.
Let's see.
Did you get that on Amazon?
Yeah, it's in our cart.
My brother
Oh.
bought it for me on Amazon. Yeah,
Yes, Smart already has it in the
Was it-
cart. That's awesome.
it was like $20, and I love it. And he got it so I could do bubble hash because I spray the bags
Oh,
to get all the bubble hash to the center of the bag and off the
Yep.
walls and everything like that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
here's my food. And so I've been using this pump. Hold on, we're going downstairs. You guys are going on a tour.
Yeah, I'm glad that you showed Smart because I definitely that will be nice to get the plants in the back for hand watering.
So see this sprayer? I added this nozzle to it so that I can hook my compressor up to it
Oh, that's
instead
cool.
of having to pump
You don't have
a
to
million
pump it.
pumps with a handle. I just hook an air hose up to it.
You gotta be
But-
careful. You'll put one of the rings right out of that thing, man.
Yeah, well, I'm using it I was at the time using a little battery operated hand pump, and I could dial in the price PSI. So I just told it to do like 17,
Right on.
and it was perfect because it's got like, this is like an overflow
Yeah.
release valve right here. So if
Uh-huh.
you over pressurize it, air starts leaking out that. So you
Gotcha.
can't blow it up.
Yeah.
It's
But
safe.
anyways, I like the electric one way better because it's so convenient. This thing is bulky and huge,
Yeah. You
and
can just
this
pump
wand,
that Right on.
this wand, I
How long
can
is
just like
that hose? If you don't mind me asking.
the what?
Oh, you got a lot of space.
You got like
So
10
I'm
feet.
thinking like we could drop that right in our res and then go right in the tent and water.
You could.
I just used it to clean my red while you guys were talking about hydrogen peroxide. I was in here spraying hydrogen peroxide in my reds with the spray part, not this misting one, to get some of the gunk and power wash it off, basically, with H2O water. I mixed it in this pitcher, this
Yeah.
peroxide, like 50-50, maybe a little stronger. And I cleaned my reds. It's freaking awesome.
you know what,
I love this one.
I bet Dollar Donuts it said somewhere on the package, don't use bleach for this thing.
Bleach. I said peroxide.
Bleach is quite corrosive.
Yeah, you gotta watch if you're mixing it.
I didn't use bleach. What?
I know. I know you didn't. I'm just saying if anybody out there is having an idea of using bleach through
Well, I was thinking.
You know, I have used it to foliar sprayed nutrient water. I just freaking threw the thing into my res and foliar sprayed my res water on the stuff.
I germinated my seeds in 1% solution. Hydrogen
Yeah,
peroxide.
I use several drops in a shot glass of water to help germinate my seeds.
Yeah, I use more than that. I use 300 milliliters on top of 600 milliliters of water.
Yeah, that's a lot stronger than I do.
I start
It helps.
and end up with a 1%.
Hey, you could also use that mister with that hydrogen peroxide to like mist your tent down at the end of the grow to wipe it down and
That's
for
what it is.
cleaning
You're
it.
right, Crispy. That's another
so
good
cool.
use. And I haven't even got to use it for my original purpose, which was the bubble hash. I've
I
just
can-
found all these other awesome things to use it for.
I can see you going around and spraying, the weeds at the end of the driveway with that vinegar solution my wife makes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got that off of a Gromi that, and I can't remember, or I would totally give them a shout out because I was asking for a natural weed killer and they gave me the recipe, and this recipe worked like within 12 hours.
Yeah. I could see us using it for that. I could see me carrying it around my spray on our roses and shit. What's that? Your gorilla
Put me
tent.
back on the big screen.
I'm coming. Hold
Oh
on.
yeah, is that gorilla?
Shit, I'm dropping. I drop a freaking
ball.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes there's lightning at night, right? I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you see it. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do it. It's just gonna take coordination, which I don't really have. So
So that flap on the zipper, is that like, do they have a flap on all their zippers like that?
yeah,
Because I noticed like in the.
Oh, he's going
AC
into the dark.
Wow, that's pretty.
What strain
it's
is
gonna
that?
be lightning. It's gonna be lightning.
Get it up. Wow. Damn, dude, you're brave.
Beautiful.
You're very brave. I could never do that. I always tell everyone defend the darkness, and here's Rowdy saying,
I'm
I make my own rules, right, Rowdy?
Well, smart lightning happens in real nature.
Yeah,
right?
but you know, Rowdy, they put everything artificial.
Hey, I just make up my own shit as I go
That's
sometimes.
it. You make your own rules on the fly. I like that, man.
So do you have all Gorilla Grow tents?
Yeah, I do. I love them. I had, okay, so I started off with an Amazon generic 3x3. And then I wanted more space, so I bought a Mars Hydro 4x4 for right here. And I hated the Mars Hydro 4x4. It had sewing defects on like the light flap. So like, I don't know if I can show it, but see how this light flap
Yep.
flaps over?
Ours is
On the
same.
Mars Hydro window, it was like sewn in like that. So it was like curled up and shit. And it has stupid ties instead of Velcro. Like these has Velcros right here. I know it's stupid stuff, but it's the little things sometimes that make all of it.
Yeah, that Velcro.
And I had to tie it by hand every time I wanted to do that with my Mars Hydro tent. And I hated it so much, so I just decided to try a Gorilla tent, and I bought my shorty, and I instantly fell in love with it so much that I gave my Mars Hydro tent away, and I bought a light line Gorilla. And now I'm considering swapping my shorty out for a light line 4x4 because they're having a summer sale, and it's only 120 bucks for a 4x4 tent Gorilla. And it'll be a light line like this, so it'll be tall. And if you look, I think it'll clear my fan blades.
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
I see some.
That was the concern, was
Okay.
clearing the
Yeah.
fan blades. That's why I got the shorty. But if you look, I think I can clear it. So I want that space because if you looked in my tent just now, if you notice, I'm pushing the lights again.
Oh yeah, it's every time in
These
that.
breeder clones I have are very vigorous and tall stretching. And I love it because they produce amazing. And I didn't get to show you very long, but it looks amazing in there right now. Everything's just buds everywhere and tops everywhere. And it's just going awesome.
It's
It
awesome.
certainly
That's
is.
why,
beautiful.
that's
nice.
why I'm running a monocrop. I got the clones set up, waiting for this to chop down. I'm gonna run 2 clones in this tent next. And then those other clones are gonna run there.
Right
And I
on.
don't know when I'll pop seeds again, honestly. Because this is smoke I had never ever experienced on any of the seeds I pop. The high off of this GMO is better than all of it. And it's just that
Right
simple.
on. Well, we're down to the last 10
Yeah, I
minutes.
want to say
Got it.
Crazy Popman has joined us, and I wanted to say hi. We're getting right over to you.
Yes, we're down to the last 10
Yeah,
minutes.
no problem.
Cool. I need to
I'm
get
up.
off because my phone's done and I'm done. So
All
thanks
right,
for having me, guys.
You're welcome to hang
Take
out.
care, Rowdy. Nice
Thank
seeing
you
you.
very much for coming on. That was awesome treats.
Yeah, nice shit.
Hi, crazy mom.
Hello, how is everyone?
I seen he's about to get smoked. I can see that.
Oh, we're doing
coming.
great. Nice to see you. Your plants are still chugging along.
Look at the colors on this one.
Oh,
Oh,
it's beautiful.
they're fading out. Their little pots are running out of nutrients.
Yeah, but they're almost done. So they're just
Yep.
gonna do what they're gonna do.
That's cool, man. That I see that you've had to move them around a few times. You got a few dead spots there.
No, that's grass again. It's dead grass. We just mowed the lawn.
Oh, dead,
It's from the
oh,
spots.
okay.
It's from the
There's never
pots.
gonna be dead spots. It's just dead grass. It's just dead grass. Yeah, this one here. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh, clearly I didn't give you enough food versus like these two, which is like fading really nicely instead of like looking like it needed food.
Yeah, I see like some reds or like a little bit of like reddish purple coming out. And I like when the leaves start doing that color thing. You know, surprisingly, we haven't had a lot of color.
This is why they say you can squeeze 2 runs of autos outside because you could have started some before.
Yeah, my
depending on-
colors are beautiful this year outside. I'm like really stoked to see it. I noticed that it was starting to do it last week because I could see the purples in here like this one. Hold on a second. Where's my camera? In here like that. But
Right.
then when I looked yesterday, it did more like this with all the leaves like that. I was like, oh yes, there we go. No, this is just sad and pathetic, and I'm really upset that I like let it go like that. But I'm feeding them all the same. Why is she
Yeah.
being so weird?
That's how it goes, right? Mother Nature, she has sometimes.
Hey, at least you got to grow these, and now you're in a situation where you know, hey, I can grow.
Yeah, you can start
You
something
know,
fresh.
your situation's changed where you know you have time to do what you got to do.
And you have the
And-
rest of the summer to clean up. Remember, she's mentioned about cleaning up her area and the where she used to grow tomatoes.
Yeah, I probably still have enough time to do autos again.
Oh, yeah, I would
Right?
drop right now.
I was
I would
thinking the same
drop right
thing.
now.
Throw 'em right out there.
I could just put them in the house and I can do whatever I want. But
Right on.
yeah. So yeah, I'm not too concerned. I just gotta figure out the closet thing again because I'm not making my own grow rooms until after we move.
You haven't had any pest on your plants or nothing. That's good. We seem to get we don't not cannabis.
Yeah,
but
just that
everything
one little nibble that I showed you last week. There's still
Yeah.
nothing more than that. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm very happy about that because there's bugs everywhere. Like
Yeah.
there's one right there.
Yeah, no, they're gonna like here. It seems like everything but our tomatoes is getting chewed on. That's like the only thing that's not. We had roses, we had lettuce, we had spinach, we had celery, peppers. Something bored into a bunch of my peppers. There were little brown holes, and they like went through.
Well,
it.
our beans and peas were
Beans and peas did pretty.
the peas are the peas are done.
I
But
thought it was the June
beans-
bugs, but something just continually raping holes through our leaves, man. And I don't know, I'm not out there enough, but yeah. So it's nice to see that you're not dealing with that, you know?
Yeah, I don't want any issues. I can't have any issues. I don't have the mental capacity to put up with issues. So I'm
Right.
just really glad they're working around it.
Good to hear that, crazy. Right on.
It's always good when things work out like that.
Yep.
I know usually it don't. It would have been usually a huge shit show. I would have taken like more of my time to deal with the plants than I did trying to take the house and put it together in a box. That's usually the way it would go. So yeah, I am very blessed with these ones. So I would recommend these ones, the Gravely Ghosts, to anybody that wants to even try growing but are scared, because these ones will love you back even if you screw up or forget to feed them or just don't have the time to love them. I recommend them for sure because they are giving me like so much blessings. I can't even believe how big this cola is going to be. Like I'm a small person, but still it's huge.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen a lot
that's-
of good stuff come out of their seeds up there in Canada.
Yeah,
They're
the-
located in Canada.
I put their link in chat. It's Crossbone Genetics, and you know it's good to know. Like if you're new to growing or you're just new to growing autos, you want, an easygoing plant, there you go.
And they are in
Wait for the
Canada.
ghosts.
We gotta make sure to
Yeah,
tell people
yeah.
it's Canada only for them.
I found another strain that is very forgiving is a Blue Dream.
They can't ship to the US. Yeah, you're right. Blue Dream was very forgiving.
I feel like I've been told that, but I've not had that strain before.
Yeah, it's for good smoke too, Blue Dream, for sure.
Yes, it
Not-
is.
Not high THC, but I'm telling you, it's such a great plant. That strain gets a bad rap.
There's been different times where our lowest THC strain was our best smoke, right?
Yeah,
That's happened more than once.
entourage effect, I guess.
What's that? What are we looking at here? Hold on, I'm coming over.
Nice nuggy nuggy.
We're down to 5 minutes here. I see
Nice.
Thanks for
Bud.
letting me show off my
Nice.
plants too, guys. I'll let you take over the other screens and talk to everybody else now. Give you some time to do that.
Hey, Crazy, it's always fun to have you on and be able to check out some plants, and we appreciate your time too.
Oh yeah, and all these updates and watching these Gravely Ghosts.
We
all
got
the way
some
through.
UV bars, it looks like, and some buds.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Speaking of the colours, this is what I normally just throw on top. Seemed to work to bring out all the colours for me. Obviously,
So that's a
you know,
far red and a UV.
yeah. I
7.
haven't
I see it.
I haven't actually had it on yet. But I'm about to. I'll just give it a bit of a clean and everything. You know, we got to maintain our equipment if we want it to last. But yeah, and
How many watts is those per bar?
I think they're only 20 watts a bar. But you know, after watching GML, I will run these all the time. But I did buy these initially just to put the plants to sleep. Just
Yeah,
to,
the 730
Fifth-
nanometers is very
Yeah.
photosynthetically active, man. That's a good one to run all the time.
and
Well-
these ones, the UV, it just gets you know, there's lots of mixed reviews whether the UV works or not, you know, but it doesn't seem to negatively affect it. So I give it a blast of a couple of hours a day on that. This is amnesia. This is typical what you know, I've run out at the minute, and this is what I have to run and buy on the street. But this is actually this is nice, that is. A bit of gelato.
That's 2 nice looking buds. Now, did you buy both of those on the streets?
Yeah, same sort of person. So you go and there's we don't have dispensaries or anything like that. So it's like it's a case of what they got, and he had 3 different strains, and they were the 2 best ones that I just it's all done in dark alleyways and trap houses and things. You just grabbing a bag, smelling it, giving it a bit of a quick inspection, you know.
Rock and roll. Yep, I know them days. It's like whenever you used to have to beep somebody 911, and then the amount you wanted after that. Then you'd swing through, you just pick up whatever they had. You didn't get to even look at it. It was like quick handoff, and you're down the road. You're standing at the payphone thinking, damn, I look suspicious as hell. So yeah, I get it, man. I know how it is.
Yeah, shit, because it's I mean the quality of the weed ain't too bad, to be quite honest with you, for what it is and where it's come from. But
It looks quality.
yeah,
I
it's
would have
just
thought that's something you would have grown. You could have easily told me you grew that, and I would have known no different. It doesn't look like it's quote unquote PGR or something that might be like heavily sprayed or whatever, but without smoking it, I guess you can't really.
this is all grown by sort of like criminal gangs over here that don't pay for electricity and things like that. So they don't have overheads like we do.
Yeah.
That's why it's the black market will always be there, and it's not going away. Even if they go legal or whatever over here, they just can't compete with these people that produce these things.
Right on.
On mass
Simple
scale.
economics, man.
Mm-hmm.
On demand, and they're gonna have
Yeah.
it. They have no overhead, like you
Will
said.
always, people been growing around these parts for a long time, have loyal customers. They're not going anywhere.
Traditional market, whatever. We're pretty much out of time here. I guess,
Do our final shout outs.
do our final shout outs. We can start with Iceni, huh? Since he's
Yeah,
got one
it's
right
right
there.
Yeah, right. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, cheers everyone. It's been a pleasure again coming on. Yeah, I was a little bit down last week, but I'm over the hump, you know. And yeah, it's doing good. Thanks everyone for having me. Cheers everyone in the chat. I ain't been in the chat because I can't multitask because I'm a normal man. So doing two things.
I like that.
I like it.
One thing at a time.
I have a hard time myself trying to keep up with chat and doing all that, man. It's not easy.
No,
But
it's
thanks,
not.
buddy, I'm glad to see that you're knocked down this week. Glad to see you got a handle on those critters that creeped in there on you, and plants are looking good, man. Hopefully we'll see you next Sunday.
Yeah,
Yes.
we shall do. Cheers everyone. Bye.
Next up, we'll do, how about Crazy Pop Mom? It looks like is next.
Hi and bye to everybody in the chat room because I never go there unless I'm trying to find the link to get here. But I appreciate everybody in there. And yeah, I'm crazy with my pop mom on all platforms. And usually I get a few followers. So I appreciate everybody here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
Thank
Crazy.
you.
Always a fun time. Next up, how about Brian? Brian, there it is.
Yep.
Brian Guy Garden, thanks for joining
Hear me?
us. Yeah, we can hear you. You want to tell everybody where they can find you? Give your final shout out.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me come on and show my garden. I appreciate the platform, and I got YouTube. I do Bry Guy's Garden, and that's about it. I'm on Cocoa for Cannabis as well.
Oh, well, thanks,
Thank you.
Brian Guy. I want to interrupt here real quick and say that we had a poll up for the whole time. We got 62 votes, and the vote that took the most was more garden tours. Feedback on the channel. People like the garden tours. The next two was focus shows and interviews. Yeah, so maybe we'll try to pepper a couple of those in and still continue to do the garden tours. We like the garden tours too. Thanks everybody for joining in the poll and for answering. And we hear what you're saying. And
Yeah, we're gonna keep with those garden tours.
we'll keep with the garden tours religiously and try to maybe pepper in something here and there as like a special show with so-and-so on chemistry or breeding or something cool that we can all learn from or at least add to. So thanks. And up next, we'll do Texas Weed Hoppers. Nice to see you 2 weeks in a row, buddy.
Yes, indeed.
It was fun to visit with y'all. I love the show and love you guys. Happy growing. Ain't got much to show right now other than cover crop and seedlings, but it's always fun and they'll get bigger. TX Weed Hopper on Instagram. Thank you. See y'all later.
Yeah, thank you. It's always a pleasure. Getting something. It's fun to hang out.
Yeah, it's nice to see the little ones right when they're
And if
starting.
you grow in soil, you can't be bothered by bugs, okay? They're
That's
good.
right. That's right.
Bad bugs, bad. They don't eat that much.
Hey, it's nice to see them when they're little and we get to follow all the way through, man. We've been doing that a lot since the show started and it's always a good thing. And we learn a lot just by doing them. It's like, it's right there in your face every week. So anytime you get a chance to come back, man, we really enjoy it.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Good
Thanks,
show.
buddy.
Thank you.
Last but not least, Art Man.
Artman, 2 N's _ 420 at Instagram. I hang out at Cocoa for Cannabis, and looks like Friday I'll be on the Caribou Heart TV show. So see you there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Caribou Heart's a great channel
Yeah.
and good grownies over there, and they always have a fun time and a good message. So we like to support Caribou Heart for sure. I can't wait to check it out, Art, man.
Yeah, I look forward to. I hope we can. I wish you could catch more shows over
Yeah.
there at the Caribou Heart. But when I do, it's always a good time. And I put the.
Oh, it's
link-
fun. It's a wild time, that's for sure. They're wild and crazy over there.
They come on early. He comes on like stuff and does a quick show sometimes. Those are fun. I get to catch them. I don't always get to comment because I'm driving sometimes or whatever, but I hear the ding and I listen, so Right on. We'll be looking forward to that, Art, man. Thanks. And thanks to the chat, man. The chat's what really makes the show. We have a nice crowd every week. It always has good interjection. Want to say thanks to the people that were here that left, Seed Person, Weed Nerd. I don't want to, I'm going to miss
We're gonna-
somebody.
yeah,
Yeah.
we get to see those
Coffee,
plans.
yeah.
It's just awesome to
Everybody
see
that
every
came and
week.
went.
Coming, every week. It's so much fun. And you can find me here on Wednesday. You can find me here next Sunday, hanging out with Smart Poker and all of you fine folks. You guys are awesome. Always make my day bright. I'll catch you all over at the Team Homegrown show tonight.
Yes.
Grow love.
Grower love.